Will Gary Gensler pull a fast one right before he heads out of office by appealing the Ripple lawsuit verdict and also something sneaky up his sleeve? I'll share what different attorneys are saying and a former SEC official. And I've got an XRP and Ethereum price prediction I want to share with you guys coming from some great analysts and traders. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, let's quickly take a look at Bitcoin. As we covered in today's live stream earlier today, Bitcoin smashed through the key resistance of $101,000. So we're in a holding pattern here, waiting to see what its next move is going to be. I think it continues. I'm not saying it's going to be a straight line up. We could see some volatility this week before it really moves and shows some strength, and this rally continues to higher highs. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting right below $102,000. So we have to be patient, and we are seeing some altcoins moving. Now, I want to share what some analysts are saying about XRP and Ethereum. First, Crypto Wizard says the XRP/Ethereum chart looks insane. When someone says XRP is overpriced, show them this chart. Comparing to ETH, it seems XRP's rally has much more room to go. $4 XRP is inevitable. So I think we can all agree $4 is gonna definitely happen, but will it go higher? And I believe it will. I think it could go as high as $8 to $10. Some are saying higher. Here's what a legendary trader, Peter Brandt, is saying, and I've had Peter on the podcast before. He shared the XRP chart and he says half-mask flags should complete within 6 weeks. Otherwise, they should be viewed with great suspicion. This flag in XRP needs to rock and roll soon, otherwise it will likely morph into something else to be determined. But if it completes, the market cap of 500 billion is possible. Now, at a market cap of 500 billion, that puts XRP near $9, between $8 and $9. So very bullish. Even expert traders, people who have been trading markets forever, and Peter Brandt has been doing it for a long time, guys, since the 70s. As I mentioned, I interviewed him. And you just look at the data, not feelings, not emotions, not any bias, just what is the chart telling us. So expect XRP to have its next strong move upwards where it just rips. And I'm excited. Obviously, I hold XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and different coins. So I'm here to make money. I don't have any Bitcoin maximalist nonsense view on anything. I'm looking to make as much money out of this market. And here, Matthew Hyland, great analyst, I've shared his work before, he gave an updated Ethereum chart here, and we've been waiting for Ethereum to show some true breakout strength. It's still been kind of showing some weakness, but he says here, ETH currently at $3,700. Breakout target if neckline breaks would fall at $7,300. So that's just the breakout target. It could go higher, of course. And I think ETH can go to easily to $10,000, but all in time. This thing moves in phases. It doesn't happen overnight, but guys, I'm so excited. This is a year where we're going to make some nice returns. Obviously, it's not a guarantee. It's not a certainty, but there's a high probability. You got to look at it from a probabilistic standpoint. And I think there's a high probability we're going to see these things. The narrative is there. The macro is lining up. I shared earlier that the DXY is breaking down. We're going to go full risk on. The stock market's ripping. So we're going to see global liquidity rise, asset prices rise. But remember, it will hit a top, just like we saw in 2021, we saw in 2017, we saw in 2013. There will be a top, so you have to have a cash out plan, guys. Please keep that in mind. So guys, we got some very interesting news around the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. As you all know, Judge Torres ruled that XRP intrinsically is not a security. It all depends on what the contract is or the scheme or whatever it may be, because you could take anything. You can take gold, you can take Bitcoin, you could take anything and package it in some sort of contract, and then that respective asset becomes a security. Well, she was saying that secondary market sales are not securities and so on and so forth. However, she said the institutional sales are securities because there was a clear contract. And we're waiting for the SEC to really tell us if they're going to appeal. Attorney Jeremy Hogan says, I've been getting some questions about the January 15th SEC filing deadline in the Ripple versus SEC appeal. Don't be surprised when the SEC's brief is filed timely, and don't be dismayed. Why is he saying that? because Gensler will be in office till the 20th. Will we see Gary Gensler pull a fast one and do something crazy? It's possible. I've been calling this guy a scumbag regulator for years, and there's a reason behind that. So could he do something and then run out the door? It's possible. But the silver lining is the new SEC chair is going to come in. Trump has put pro-crypto people within the government, so it would get wiped out anyway, even if Gary Gensler does something. So Attorney Hogan continues saying, this is still Gary Gensler's SEC. The filing on January 15th has no effect on whether the case will be settled, I think likely, or dismissed by the new administration. An attorney is working hard on this brief as we speak, knowing that all his effort is probably for naught. And he gave a quote here, a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Perhaps a fitting end to the war on crypto. So guys, even if Gary Gensler pulls a scumbag move, it will be all for naught. And you could see Paul Atkins come in, wipe it out, or Trump and all these guys, right? We know the deal, what's going to happen. A much more favorable environment is coming. Well, former SEC official Mark Fagel says, well said, those suggesting the SEC will not file the opening brief don't understand how the SEC operates. Absent the current Gary Gensler-led SEC reversing course and voting to drop the appeal, why would they? The staff has no choice other than to draft and file the brief, not optional. Jeremy Hogan replied saying the order even says absolutely no extensions will be granted. Very different than my appellate court. So requesting an extension is not an option either. Thanks, Mark. So don't be surprised if scumbag regulator Gary Gensler pulls something shady here, but it won't have an impact. This is not December 2020, where Jay Clayton did what he did and ran out the door. This is a very different environment. The anti-crypto army has lost. Gensler's out of there. Trump is pro-crypto. Congress is pro-crypto. And we got a crypto czar in the White House. We got the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is pro-crypto. I can go on and on. You guys know the deal. So very different environment. But let's see what this little scumbag regulator does before he runs out. January 20th can't come soon enough where this guy is out and we don't have to hear and look at his ugly face anymore. So I think many of us are counting the days, right, guys? Because you just don't know what this Wall Street rat's going to do. All right, guys, quick word from our sponsor, and that is Uphold. Uphold is a great platform I've been using for years. In fact, I've been using them since 2018 to buy Bitcoin and altcoins. They have 300 plus cryptocurrencies. You can get Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, all your top favorite altcoins on here. And they're easy to use. They're reputable. I've interviewed the CEO, CFO, many representatives over the years. They are 100% reserved. They don't commingle or lend out your crypto funds, and they have a transparency report that you can review. They recently launched a great program called Uphold Rewards, where you can earn up to 5.25% on stablecoins. And part of this reward program, you can get 24-hour early access to new coins, including exclusive crypto insights. So how do you unlock all of these rewards? You have to open the app once per month. You got to log in once per month, deposit $50 once per month, and trade $50 once per month. And the stable coins they support are USDC, RLUSD, Ripple's RLUSD, and PayPal's PYUSD, as well as USBC. So you get 5.25% on USBC and 5% on USDC, RLUSD, and PYUSD. So this is pretty great. I'm going to be using this with RLUSD. So if you'd like to learn more about this rewards program and all the great features that Uphold has, visit the link in the description. Now, guys, check this out. I'm going to play the clip for you. We have an investment advisor by the name of David Stryzuki, if I'm saying that right. He's part of the Sound Planning Group. He's the CEO and an investment advisor representative. Well, he went on Fox today and gave his crypto picks, and one of them was XRP. Let me play the clip for you.
Another one you like is Ripple. You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them. And basically, the Ripple's going to be the track that everything's going to be running on in the future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
these cynics, though, Tommy, only put as much in this space as you're willing to lose. Effectively, as of now, some people say it feels like a casino. Do you agree with that?
It's the best example I have is this. Don't not get involved with something. Do whatever you would do for a nice weekend away with your spouse. And instead of doing that weekend, maybe put that in crypto. Here's what I'll tell you, 3 to 5 years from now, you either made some real money or you just lost one weekend together. Not a big deal.
I know, but I could have had that vacation.
You could have had the vacation or you made your retirement.
Well said. Okay, maybe that's a better.
Wow. So very big statements, right? That you have an investment advisor going on TV, talk about crypto and highlighting that XRP is something that he likes and he's paying attention to. And this is going to the mainstream, obviously. Now, I know some people didn't get triggered because he said Ripple instead of XRP, but you got to give these people a break. Some of them are new to crypto. So very, very interesting. Like I said before, the narrative around XRP has changed significantly. I'm seeing more mainstream influencers and YouTubers and much more very bullish on XRP, people I would not have expected. So the narrative is there, the bullish sentiment is there, and we could see an XRP ETF this year. So things are moving in the right direction here. And look, it's not going to be the only winner. There's going to be other coins that are going to do well, obviously, like SWI, Solana. I hold those as well. But I want to highlight the change in bullish sentiment here because it's a complete 180 from what took place in 2020 after that lawsuit from the SEC. Now, guys, we talked about Gary Gensler, scumbag regulator Gary Gensler, being kicked out of the SEC come January 20th. Well, another member of Elizabeth Warren's anti-crypto army was Michael Barr, and he was certainly one of her cronies at the Fed, guys. And we know they tried to unbank crypto via Operation Choke Point 2.0. This is why I've been telling you guys. I spoke to people in Washington. They told me about this, about Elizabeth Warren and her cronies in all those different government agencies, and that's why you saw the all-out attack. It wasn't just the SEC, but it was the FDIC and others. Well, today we got news that he's stepping down. He's resigning. So you're seeing all of these anti-crypto people running for the hills now, starting with Gary Gensler and now Michael Barr. So expect to see more, guys. And here, Senator Cynthia Lummis tweeted out the following: Michael Barr has completely failed to fulfill his duties as vice chair for supervision at every turn, enabling Operation Choke Point 2.0 and illegally increasing his power at the cost of Wyoming's digital asset industry. So, guys, things are turning favorably for crypto. I hope you see what's happening here. This is exciting times. And check this out. Speaking of changing of the guard here, pro-crypto Pierre Poilievre, if I'm saying that right, leads Polymarket odds to become Canada's next prime minister, replacing Justin Trudeau. So Justin Trudeau today resigned. Now, there's a whole other aspect to this, right, when you get into politics, but you got a pro-crypto politician that could replace Justin Trudeau. I hope you guys, if you step back from a macro and see what's happening here globally with favorable regulations coming in the EU from pro-crypto people there, now potentially in Canada, obviously here in the United States, changing of the guard. And a lot of these people are pro-crypto. It almost seems like a bit of coordination here, right? Or just the trend is going that direction. It's pretty incredible, guys. But, we've been following this for years. Those of you who've been with me, we've been talking about this. Everybody is going to have to capitulate. Wall Street, the politicians and so forth. And they're going to put the regulations in place. They're not banning it. It's here to stay. They're going to regulate it. They're going to allow more capital to come in. And of course, they're going to tax it, right? You can't escape the tax, man. That's why I've been telling you guys, have a plan, your cash out plan. Make sure you allocate some of the profits you make to pay your taxes in 2026. You don't want to get caught in that problem where you owe the government a ton of money, right? So we got to be smart here. But guys, I wasn't kidding when I told you guys the token economy is coming. Everything running on the blockchain, markets, the economy, no more opening and closing bell of the stock market. Markets open 24/7, 365 days per year, fractionalized, truly global markets, guys. The tokenization of real estate, stocks, gold, and all that, it won't happen overnight. It's coming, guys. You can see that the regulations are going to be put into place, and then all the outdated, antiquated systems, the analog systems, will move to blockchain. That's what's coming. Book it. It's coming. Tell your kids about it, right? They need to be prepared. And look, not everybody is going to, be very interested in this because not everybody is interested in tech, but the investment opportunity is a once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. And remember, you could say, oh, what about gold? What about stocks? What about all that? Well, in the past, unless you were unless you were accredited or you're part of a hedge fund, you didn't get the favorable shares early. Now you can go buy a token as soon as it launches on mainnet, right? So it's pretty incredible. And what's also amazing is that you can be in any part of the world. You have internet connection. You can buy a fraction of these coins, and there's never been anything like that. And you have a truly hard cap supply in many of these respective coins. Never been anything like that. So that's why it's amazing. Nothing moves like this market. It's like what billionaire Paul Tudor Jones said. Bitcoin and crypto is the fastest horse in the race. He's not saying you can't invest in gold or real estate or stocks. Of course you can. But they don't move like this. They don't give you the returns. Guys, I know I've shared some stats. Like I think I spoke about it earlier in the live stream. I said about Fetch.ai. I took a bet on Fetch and Render. Fetch.ai, I was up 600% in just a matter of a year. And I took some profits. I didn't sell all of it because I believe the market was going to keep going up. I bought the dip on actually. But can you, you know what I mean? There's nothing that moves like that. And you may say, oh, what about NVIDIA? Well, sure, it is, those outliers in the stock market. But when you're talking about multiple opportunities, you look at these coins, there's so many that can do really well. And even so, they outperform the stock market overall. So it's incredible. And I'm thankful I'm here. I'm thankful I'm paying attention. Folks, there are billions of people who are just watching Netflix and TV, and they are too lazy to come study this thing and look at the charts and read about what's happening here. And then they see the money being made. They're like, how is this happening? Well, how can I buy? And they come in the wrong time. And they unfortunately enter what's called the dumb money crowd. And we don't want to be the dumb money. We want to be the smart money on the side of institutions, buying the lows, buying the fear, buying the blood on the streets, being patient, right? You have to be patient. So let's say you bought the 2022 bear market bottom, even early 2023. You have to wait a couple years to get to this point. So keep that in mind, you guys. If you're here, pat yourself on the back because not a lot of people recognize what's happening. And some of them, like I said, they think meme coins are the way. And don't get me wrong, you can make money off of meme coins, but it's the extreme riskiest aspect of the crypto market. You want to have a baseline of Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP, these coins that are tried and tested and are part of actual use cases and being adopted by TradFi. And like I said, don't get me wrong, you can make money on meme coins, but very risky. It's like going to the casino, right? And oftentimes people confuse that and think that's crypto. No, it's running on blockchain, but it's not the ethos of crypto. It's not the top 10 in the market, right? And how those have been performing. So guys, I'm so happy I'm here. I count myself lucky in being here, and I'm glad I took the time to research, to learn about this, to pay attention, and obviously take a bet. And that bet has paid off incredibly well. I think I've said it before, I've made more money than I ever thought I would be able to. And I don't give numbers, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And I've been here for multiple bull market cycles. In the early cycles, did I lose some money? Of course, God, I didn't know what I was doing, but I stuck with it. I kept reading and researching and learning and educating myself, right? Financial education is so important because I realized this is the next .com boom, but on steroids. And I didn't want to miss it. And I wanted to make some life-changing money and better my financial situation, help my family and all that jazz. So guys, incredible stuff. It's going to be a fun year. Guys, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Guys, a great way you can support me is by subscribing to my free newsletter, 100% free. And also grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon in paperback and digital. And buy a copy for yourself. Buy a few copies for your friends and family. And if you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. It will really help me out. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. And I'll talk to you all later.